episode of Beyond the Cube. Of course, as always, we have the powerful one with us, Corey Hughes. Tonight, good sir, in not Denver, Fort Collins, chilly Fort Collins.
It ain't chilly. It was 80 degrees today.
Oh,
It's 75 right now at 7:30 at night.
is that right? Huh.
But we'll get more snow. Don't worry, we're getting more snow.
Man said, there's no doubt that we're getting more snow. I'm just letting you know. They said
So
just
last week I fucking drove down to Denver to go see a friend of mine, and I went there about, I don't know, 7 o'clock in the evening. And it was fine. It was nice out, 70 degrees. I drove home to Fort Collins at like 9 or 10 at night, drove through a snowstorm on the highway just to get home into Fort Collins when it was like 60 degrees and no snow. So that's how this place works. It was like a phantom snowstorm on the highway. We get that shit.
Okay.
Then the other day I wake up, it's snow all over the ground, and it was all gone by like 2 p.m.
Okay. We like a little phantom snowstorm, you know. So doesn't that just liven the activities for you, though?
It always comes when you don't want it, right? When you want it, it don't come, and then when you don't want it, it's here. It's like, fuck. It's like, man, I was gonna do shit today, you know?
Yeah, it's like there was a saying that an old man had one time. He said the pussy you want you ain't getting, and the pussy, is that it? Yeah, pussy you get you don't want, and the pussy you want you ain't getting. That's it. I was like,
the biggest thing for me in the weather here is I ride a motorcycle. So if it's snow on the ground, I can't go nowhere, which sucks.
Yeah, this is true. This is true because a motorcycle is probably not the best vehicle to traverse icy, snowy terrain. If I had to choose one, I was like, all right, which one am I going to choose? So let me get on the motorcycle. Now, if you had one with 3 wheels, you might be a little bit better.
Maybe.
But I keep telling you about that. That's what you are, Corey.
Well, you can fuck right off.
You're an older man. I mean, it's just all good.
So I shaved this beard. I'm back to being 30 again, so I don't want to hear it.
Oh, is that what happens?
Well, guess what tomorrow is?
I don't know. What is it?
It's my birthday.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say your birthday. Now it's like, all right, I'm gonna look stupid if I say that.
You're a horrible friend. No, my birthday's tomorrow.
Okay. So hey, so what are you gonna be? 50? 50? You be 50?
50.
1? 50? Okay.
Motherfucker. Putting years on my calendar. The fuck?
Hey, look, I mean, every once in a while you're not sure exactly where you're at. Listen, man, I may be 48 or I may be 52. We're not sure. Okay. We're just we're here living. We're doing our thing. And it's look, it's always good to see another year, maybe, depending on what the year looks like. Now, I was doubting that back, about 6 years ago, 2020. I was like, do I want to see another year? I don't know if I want to or not. This is a shithole. But in theory, it's always good to see another year, depending on your circumstances.
Yeah. For sure.
And so
this has been a trying year for me. So
I got you. I understand. Health wise, right? Health wise.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So today I I submitted. So Charlie Robinson connected me with Christian Yordanov, I think his name is, who's a health guy, and he's been working with me. And we had a conference, and I've been filling out all these forms and stuff. And Charlie basically paid for my testing. He sent me a bunch of test kits, and today I had to take a what they call a stool sample and package that up and send it in the mail through FedEx. I did that today. And then on Monday, over the weekend, I got to do this bad boy. This right here is this big old box. No, it's a fucking big old box with a bunch of test tubes I got to pee in. So
Oh, okay.
they're gonna do a full on test. And Charlie said Charlie did this test and he's in pretty good health. And he said he got a 15-page report back on everything that's going on with him. So I'm hoping to do this test and figure out exactly what's going on with me because I've been having some issues for like 2 years ongoing that have been getting worse the past couple weeks, or months, I should say. But yeah, hopefully we'll get that all sorted out and I'm not dying. That'd be very
Yeah,
nice.
yeah, that would be much appreciated for not the latter. Maybe it's just, this is just something that's short lived, you know.
Well, nobody in my family has had a history of cancer. Um, so
Okay.
my sister claims that she had colon cancer, but my sister it makes mountains out of molehills. You know what I mean? She probably went and got some polyp removed or something and was like, "Oh, I got cancer." That's how my sister operates. Okay, so no, I don't believe that she had fucking cancer because she never had any surgery or nothing. She just took some meds and it was fine. I'm like, whatever. And so I just don't buy that story. My parents never had any cancer. They died from other reasons. My grandparents lived to be 90 something fucking years old. So genetically speaking, I don't have a history of cancer, no heart disease, no nothing like that. But in this day and age, when they feed us this dog shit that we eat on a regular basis, even the stuff we're told is good is dog shit, you know?
It's all bad.
You want to live a healthy life, you
Yeah.
can eat like three things. You can eat like three things and that's it. Everything else is bad for you. You know what I mean? So um but yeah, I never been sick in a
That's
day in my
actually
life.
true.
And
That's actually true. Like, that's like to a T. I remember they were like, yeah, eat some eat organic, and then you find that like the organic's not really organic
it ain't
at
organic
all.
at all. At all.
I mean,
Dude, they'll take some genetically modified fucking seeds and then they'll grow them using organic pesticides and shit and then call the shit organic. Right? So, I worked in the weed industry where in Colorado everything has to be organic, right? Which I don't really
right.
understand because every single fucking we used about a half a dozen different pesticides and formula for like nutrients and stuff. Bro, this stuff will kill you. Like if you sprayed it in your eyes, you will go blind. Like I don't give a fuck if it's organic or not. This shit is toxic. You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
organic is a big scam. To me, it's a big scam. So, but really, all you're supposed to eat is like fucking fruit and meat and like two vegetables, and like that's it.
Yeah, that is about right, isn't it?
And they tell you if it tastes good, it's probably not good for you.
Mm. And they can fuck off too. And look, and this respectfully, all right? Now, I'm not saying this with any type of disrespect. I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Fuck off respectfully, okay? All right. Folks be talking to me about your sugar intake. You can fuck off, man. I'm gonna get my French toast with my butter syrup, okay? That's what I'm gonna get.
So it's funny because I got a diet recommendation from this doctor guy, and his
Okay.
whole thing is like if you're gonna eat, he's like sugar isn't bad. Your body needs sugar for energy and stuff, but you got to have certain types of sugar. And he's like one of the best types of like clean carb sugars is from maple syrup. Like if you get the pure maple syrup, he said that's
Mhm.
awesome for you because it'll get you energy and it'll burn off before it becomes fat or any of that stuff throughout the day. So he says man that motherfucker said he could drink a half a bottle of syrup in the morning. I'm like motherfucker, that sounds a little bit off the top.
Look, I got a buddy when we used to go to the Waffle House, he'd have a little waffle with his syrup. Like the whole damn plate would be like full up of I said, dude, I mean, it's a little sprinkle is all you need, man. I mean, I mean,
The
he
older I
had
got,
that
I
thing
couldn't do the powdered
drenched.
sugar. I couldn't do people do the powdered sugar on the French toast. I can't do the powdered sugar no more. It just gives me a weird feeling. I
The
don't know. It's
powdered
just something
sugar
about
is
it.
not needed. It's not if you get your custard mix correct, you've got your syrup. The powdered sugar is not needed. A lot of
I
times
do
what
like the
happens
real
is that
butter,
mhm.
like lots of real butter, like melt that butter all over that shit.
Okay, yeah, so you can be down with the butter, okay, but because the butter brings a richness about it, and that's what you like about it, the richness. It gives it body. But the powdered sugar, a lot of times the powdered sugar ends up becoming crystallized and it's like hard on
Yeah,
top of it. It's just like that. There's no need. Now I've had some people who's did a dusting of powdered sugar right there at the table, and that actually worked out. But if they put the powdered sugar on in the back and then bring it to you. By the time it gets to you, a lot of times it's crystallized and it's like it's just a hard shell, and you just kind of knock it off, and you're like, okay, I'm done with that particular thing. But usually, if your custard mixture is correct, you just don't need any powdered sugar, actually. So you actually need some things to cut through the sweetness. Actually, me being a connoisseur of the French toast, okay. I mean, it's kind of I mean, it's what I do. All right. I mean, that's just all there is to it. I cook it every Sunday, pretty much for the most part.
You got a special technique? Like you got some fancy batter, or is it just eggs? You put some vanilla extract up in there, some milk or cream,
Okay.
or you put anything up in
Oh,
that mix?
yeah, yeah, yeah. So okay, so here's what I've got. So we go 3 eggs. We go 1 full cup of half and half. All right. Get some vanilla extract, cinnamon. Okay. Brown sugar, a fourth of a cup of brown sugar. Okay. An eighth of a cup of white sugar. All right. And we mix that up. Dip 20 seconds each side. So we want 20 seconds each side. Okay. And then with my girlfriend, she likes pumpkin spice flavored. So once I get done doing mine, I sprinkle pumpkin spice in there, mix it in the batter, and I make her pumpkin spice slice. So she likes that. Hit it with the butter syrup. She hits it with she's got maple butter. So she's got some maple butter she'll take and spread across it. She usually doesn't use syrup. She'll use that. Um, so yeah, so that's my particular mixture. You can if you want it a little bit heavier, you can go heavy whipping cream. All right, you can go with that, and that gives you a little bit thicker of a base, more heavier. You can tell. If you don't if you want it thinner, then of course you would go with whole milk.
So they got
So
a French toast machine. Let me look this up. You can just take some. You can just throw it like a pancake on a thing, but there's got to be somebody made a French toast machine.
well, I just use the griddle.
Right, right, right. Here we go.
So
Of course, Amazon got it. The French toast maker.
oh, is that right? Hold on a second.
Mm-hmm.
You BSing me, right?
Nope, nope, nope.
French toast maker. I'll be fucking damn.
Oh, it's that's just it, man. That's
Is it
false
bullshit?
advertising. It's bullshit. Yeah, because it's actually a sandwich panini maker, but they're saying it's for French toast. Oh, fuck right off.
Oh no,
No.
no, 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 no. You gonna burn that shit up. You gotta be
Yep.
careful with that. You gonna burn that shit up. Uh and what I usually like to do, um, we like to fry off both sides, and then once it's done, I turn it on low heat, and then I put the butter on the griddle, and I butter each side. Get the butter up in there. That's how you get right. See what I'm saying? That's how you finish that thing off. But there's some places out there that does incredible French toast. Actually, people don't know about this spot that does great French toast, but Cheesecake Factory.
What?
Their French toast is bussin'. It's brunch. And so you can only get on Saturday and Sunday. But their French toast is on point.
I don't think
It's
I
a
got a Cheesecake
brulee.
Factory around here.
It's a brulee with French bread. They're usually attached to a mall. Usually, I've only seen a couple spots that's not attached to a mall. Actually, when I went to Florida, I was like, "Holy shit!" I said, "There's a," I said, "There goes a Cheesecake Factory that's not attached to a mall. That's weird." It was his
Oh,
own
all of them are in
standing
Denver.
building.
There's 4 of them down in Denver.
4 of them?
Yeah. Well, technically it's Denver, Lakewood, and then like Highlands
Okay.
Ranch. But they're like, okay, here's the deal. Denver is this big fucking metropolis area, but then these
Uh huh.
motherfuckers carve out these little areas and call them their own city when it's really just fucking Denver. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
so it's kind of like Charlotte. So Charlotte, we've got you got like Concord, and then you got offsets of it, Mooresville, and all that
Yeah,
other
you'll be
stuff.
driving on you'll be downtown Denver and driving on Colfax, and all of a sudden you're in Lakewood, and you're like, "What are you talking about? This is like a half a mile away from downtown. Like, fuck off." You know what I mean? So, Lakewood is the biggest one next to us, and then below that you got there's a whole bunch of these little motherfucking towns around here, but it's all Denver. Nobody looks at it as like an
Mhm.
independent city.
Right, right, right. So, what's the vibe of Denver? What kind
So
of
here's the
vibe
deal.
does it give off?
So when I first moved to Denver, first moved to Denver in like '97. I lived in Boulder for a year, but then I went back to Florida, and then I came here in 2014, right? And so the vibe was great. And like if you're in certain circles, like it's great. Like I love my favorite thing in the world to do is to go to fucking these grungy ass punk rock and metal shows, right? With a bunch of scummy fucking leather wearing fucking jerk offs, right? That's my favorite thing in the world to do. And Denver is the perfect place to do that. I swear to God, does like punk and metal shows like 4 or 5 nights a week. It's a fucking
Okay.
smorgasbord of fucking music. If I was living down there, I'd be at shows multiple per week. So and for that, it's awesome. But overall, the fucking scumminess has gone up a lot. There was a migrant issue, but once they shut down the hotels, the migrant issue, you can't really tell. It's hard for me to discern the migrant issue from the basic homeless problem they got there, you know?
Mhm.
Um, so like, do I recommend new people come here? No, definitely not. But if it's a place you lived for a while or grew up, it's nothing. It's fine. You know, I would definitely live in Denver again for sure.
Okay. Okay.
But I like the little scumminess of it, I'm a little scummy kinda guy, you know what I mean? I like that, so it's fine with me. The
Yeah.
gritty
So,
city,
I mean, so how's their restaurant scene? Is the
Bro, it's
restaurant scene
great.
pretty good?
Fucking off the chain, dude, yes.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah. Because there's, like, I think there's some people with there's a big tech industry here, like, the
Okay.
Illuminati live here, basically. So you got Google and you got all these fucking Palantir was in Denver till they basically got run out, and so Palantir was all the tech companies are here, so all those Illuminati guys gotta have good restaurants. So, yes, but it's crazy because we're starting to turn into, like, not as bad as San Francisco, but you walk out of your fucking five-star Michelin restaurant to a fucking homeless encampment, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
So that's kinda
Oh,
how it
shit.
is.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, and
The
of course you
Denver,
got the Denver Nuggets. You got the Denver Nuggets. You got the basketball team,
are they any good?
and then you got yes, yes, they are. They are good. And then you got
There's
the Denver
the
Broncos.
Broncos. The Denver
Yeah,
Broncos, like, people love the Broncos, man. Like, this whole state, they love the Broncos.
yeah. Actually, I was wondering what the vibe was when because a few years ago, what was it? Denver won the NBA championship, so they should have had the parade and stuff out there.
Oh, I don't
I don't know
remember.
if you were aware for that. What was it 20? It won't last year. Won't the year before 2023,
I was up here in Fort
if
Collins,
I'm
yeah.
correct.
I was here.
Yeah, 2023. Damn, I should have told you to go to that parade.
The only time I wasn't here was when I lived in the hood in fucking Tallahassee, Florida for 4 months. That was wild. I was the only
Man
white
said the
person for,
hood.
like, a couple square mile I was, like, the only white person
Did,
for miles. It was
did you feel
crazy.
like you might get shanked?
Well, no, because 'cause I'm a pretty tough guy, and I don't give a fuck, I'll fight you. But
Oh, okay.
there was, like, man, this one night, I swear to God, there was shots fucking fired right above my apartment. Like, I'm in my fucking apartment, which was the most rat hole. I never slept in the bedroom ever. I slept on the couch in the living room because it was too fucking seedy. And so this
Mhm.
motherfucker, I'm hearing this guy banging on the woman's door upstairs, like, "I know you in there, let me in." And that shit's getting loud. Like, I'm like, yeah, somebody should call the cops, right? And then I hear bang, 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 like 3 gunshots. And I'm an ex-cop. I know what gunshots sound like. And fucking
Right.
I was like, what the fuck? And I didn't have my piece. I didn't have nothing. But shortly after that, the dude left and that was it. No cops ever came or nothing. I was like, what the fuck? Man, it was bad for my health because right across the street was a Gulf gas station, and inside had one of them little frying stations with with the
Mhm.
black chick with the big fat ass who fucking who fried the what did she have? She had all the fucking all anything you could fry. She had all the like
They're
okra,
gonna
and she
fry it
had
off.
chicken nuggets and fucking everything. Anything you could fry, she was frying. And so I ate that like 4 days a week, man, because I was so poor. If I had to say that was my rock bottom, that was my rock bottom. So,
You feel
but
oh, okay. So you feel like that was the low point of your life.
low point of my modern life, yes, 100%.
It's in my modern life.
Yeah.
Okay, well, what's the low point of your non-modern life?
Oh, I've had a couple over the years. They were bad.
Okay, it's well, they say, well, I've had a few, you know. I mean, it's not one or two. I've just had a couple times I don't want to speak about. What things could have been better. Okay, they also could have been worse. All right, there's no doubt about it. But at least in what was it Tallahassee? So that means that you were right there with
Ghislaine.
Yeah, just Lane. I mean, you probably could have stopped by and seen them titties.
So my sister was living there, and so that's why I went there. I really had nowhere else to go, and my sister was there, and I was like, "Fine, let me just go to Tallahassee for a bit." And it was rough, dude. It was rough. It was so rough after 4 months, I went to the fucking landlord, I'm like, "Look, I'm just leaving, dude. I'm fucking getting that fuck out of here. Like, I need you to cancel my lease. This is bullshit." And they're like, "Okay." They're like, "Okay, white boy, you can go."
That's pretty much
It was
it.
like the warden let me out of jail.
It's like, man, we understand. We gonna go ahead and let you slide out.
So my
So we
sister been
understand.
fucking so my sister and I aren't really too close, but we have an understanding. We're cool, right? There's no issues,
Okay.
but we just don't talk that often. And so, I text her like 3, 4, 5 times over a couple month period before she ever responds,
Mhm.
you know? And so finally she responded to me a couple months ago because she hadn't responded in months because she does that shit. And so she tells me she's getting divorced and she's applying for a job out here in Colorado. And I'm like, "This is great." Because I hate her husband. You know, he wears a little hat. Fuck that guy. And so
Okay.
and
What's
so
going on?
and so I last I heard she's getting this job out here and she's getting divorced and all. But she ain't responded to a text of mine in like 3 or 4 months at this point. So I'm like, fucking what's her deal? Where the fuck she at? Weird, huh? I gotta call a private investigator, get her located and shit.
Yeah, that's a little weird.
It is
Hey,
weird.
just ping her Ring camera. Pretty sure there's somewhere you can do that. She got a Ring camera.
That sounds Big Brother-ish.
It is. I mean, look, I'm not shying away from the contact, okay? We're here. All right? You know, some people shying away from contact, Bo. We are here. We in the thick of it, all right? I mean, there's just no doubt about it. We're so far in the thick of it that we ain't got no way to get out of it.
I don't know about that.
Come on now.
So the tip of
Let
the
me know then. Let
spear
me know.
the
Mhm.
tip of the spear are these flock cameras, right?
Okay.
And so the there's always ends up being one case that goes all the way. And right now, that case is the Institute for Justice versus the city of Norfolk, Virginia. That's the hill they chose
Okay.
to die on. So they're not having much luck yet, and they keep losing in court and having to go higher up to appeals. But basically, the claim is that flock cameras violate if they want to track you, they got to get a warrant. And so they're saying that flock cameras track you without a warrant. And
Mhm.
just because it's in public view, because there's a thing you can film in public, right? So they're saying that just because you
Right.
can film in public, it doesn't mean that you can gather the same data and collect it and organize it because that's the same, you get the same result as if you put a GPS tracker. And if to get a GPS tracker, you got to go through the court system. So this and the flock completely violates all that. And it does. And so that's the case to keep an eye on. That's going to end up making it to the Supreme Court. And Flock's been around 5, 6 years at this point. It's amazing that it hasn't gotten to the Supreme Court already because it's the most egregious fucking um, violation of our privacy I think we've ever seen, ever. And so, yeah, hopefully that one will make it to the Supreme Court. And I think when the Supreme Court gets it, they'll put the kibosh on the whole thing. So,
Okay. Well,
because here's
things
the
just
thing.
continue. Uh-huh.
Not only does it track your license plates, if you have a fucking bumper sticker on your car, it'll remember your bumper sticker. So then if you take the license plate off of the car, it'll still track you because of your fucking, if you got scratches, dents, anything like that on your car, it'll track you with that.
Mm.
Right.
Okay, so it's deep like that. So
Yes.
that's deep, deep.
Deep, deep. And so I know a cop who's used Flock. Okay. And she said that she don't have access to any of that stuff at all. So if the software does that and the cops don't have access to it, who the fuck is getting access to it? The government, the CIA, the NSA, all the Big Brother stuff.
Yeah. And I mean, I think And I understand, they watching and stuff, but, my question is, what are they actually seeing? They're probably not seeing much. Some nigga picking boogers, somebody digging their drawers out their ass.
Right, but and that's fine and dandy until they come to get you. Until they come to get you, and they come to fucking find they got some criminal shit they're looking for you, or some kind of
Oh, well,
tax
yeah.
thing or whatever. As soon as they're looking for you, here's my thing. Like on an individual level, I don't see how Flock doesn't get thrown out of cases like crazy. Like if I ever got in trouble for something and they said it was because of Flock, I would move to have the Flock stuff thrown out of court because they needed to get a warrant in order to track me, right? So if that becomes the end result of all the court cases, then that's a good thing. But I don't know,
Yeah.
man.
Enemy of the
I
state
fucking
shit.
hate where things are at. I hate where things
Yeah,
are at.
enemy of the state. Enemy of the state. Well, we were doomed to move in this direction as technology grew. Um, because we kinda agree to be surveilled. We get all these devices and everything. We almost agree to it. Hell, everybody submitted their, gave a sample of their DNA to 23andMe so they could sell it off to some niggas and go and allegedly go bankrupt. You know what I'm
That
saying?
dude, bro, that 23andMe shit, man. Like, here's what I don't like. So 23andMe comes along and gets your DNA. First off, they've been telling niggas they got Jewish DNA. There ain't no such thing, but they've been telling them that shit anyway. Okay, fucking such bullshit. So the thing's a fix as it is, right? You could send them some fucking animal shit and they'll tell you that you're fucking related to George Washington or something, you know? So it's bullshit in the first place. But then fucking law enforcement, they know how genealogy works with family. And so
Mhm.
they'll get in there without even a warrant and they'll run your DNA and they'll just get somebody who's close and they'll be like, oh, that's the dude's sister. So we know who it is now because we identified the sister in the DNA. So it's got to be this dude here, right? The fuck you. Like fuck you. That's some bullshit right there.
But we be on that bullshit. Hey, when people were sitting there telling me Ancestry.com, which I haven't seen a commercial from them in forever. And I mean, it's been a long time.
So I got to say Ancestry, I don't use Ancestry because it's expensive. I end up using MyHeritage because it was a little cheaper. But those
Mhm.
sites are fucking great for like what I do for my research with Kennedy and shit. Oh my god! Like I maintain a subscription to Fold 3, which is the military records. That's only
Mhm.
$7.99 a month, and it's the goddamn best money I've spent. Like all these dudes in Oswald's circle who I fucking who I come across,
Oh, well,
I
that's
can
good
go
for your
pull.
research.
Oh
Yeah,
god,
your
it's great.
research. Yeah, mhm.
I can pull all their stuff. So yeah,
Yeah, but I thought it was funny, 23andMe, they gathered everybody's stuff, and then they went bankrupt, and then come to find out they sold all your shit off to some other nigga. I was like, "Hold on a second now." Well, y'all
so
supposed to be doing that.
one thing that's kind of an issue also is that like the feds can't get the feds need a warrant if they would get anything, right? But they go to these companies and they just buy data in bulk. And so
Oh, yeah.
that's making its way through the courts now also, whether the feds can do that. And of course they can't, you know. We're such a lawless country, like especially what's going on with this war, like they can fuck right off. They can fuck right off. I'm no longer concerned about not paying my taxes at all because ain't no jury on earth going to convict me after what Donald Trump been doing. Fuck these people.
Man, they might convict you, man,
I ain't care. I'll be like, fuck off.
for
What?
good
You
measure.
gonna put me in jail on your tax dollar? Give me a fucking break.
Man said, "It costs you too much to put me in jail." He
Yeah,
said,
it'll cost way too
he
much.
said, he
How much
said
can I
"It costs
possibly owe
your
them?
ass
Like
too
20
much."
grand? I've maybe possibly owe them like 20 grand, maybe 25, like for all these years, right? Because I don't make shit for money. So fuck them. What are they gonna
It's
do? That's like 2 weeks in jail. 2 weeks in jail costs 25,000. You know.
yeah, they're like, "Man, hold on, look at what's the court cost on this?" And say, "Man, that ain't worth fucking with him." Just leave it alone.
That's why Donald Trump put out that thing where they can't go after people making under 100 grand because it ain't financially worth it.
But that's what I tell people, like, the people that they go after both, like, it's obvious you didn't pay. I mean, that's just all there is to it. Wesley Snipes and
You go into
damn,
court looking like Afro Man.
Nicolas Cage. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They roll in there and it's like, "Bro, okay, so it's like public record how much they paid you for each one of these movies. You sent us $5,000. We see right here in these three movies that you made $45 million. So obviously you're off a little bit. So, I mean, it's pretty obvious, you know. It said that you bought a mansion this year for 10 million. So yeah, I'm just saying we ain't seen none of that money, and they looking the money. All right, you want them high earners. That's why you got to hide it. You got to hide it in real estate and in businesses and all this other shit. All right, a whole lot of the tax code that you got to be rich in order to take advantage of.
That's why a lot of these fucks buy art. That's stupid art. That's like 20 million for some painting. It's because they
Oh yeah,
park in their money.
for a banana on a wall, banana taped to a wall.
Yeah,
How
they
much
just
did a
park in their
banana taped
money.
to the wall sell for? Hold on. The banana, $6.2 million. The banana taped to the wall, guys. Hold on a second. Let me bring this up because even you could have made $6.2 million from some dumbass. And you didn't even know it. This was $6.2 million.
That
Yeah,
just hurts.
yeah.
That just hurts.
Moment of silence. Moment of silence for everybody, bud. You know what I'm saying? Because it's bad. I mean, I mean, Corey, all the work you've done, all the good work you've done, and some nigga stuck a banana to the wall and made $6.2 million.
It makes me want to like go shoot people. Who? Anybody. I could care less. Just everybody.
This the type of shit we got going down, man. You know what I'm saying? We got folks out here in these streets struggling, and I got folks paying $6.2 million for a banana, paying $10 million for Jake Paul's Pokemon card. I don't know which one it was. Was it Charizard? I'm like, do what? A Pokemon card, man.
So that whole thing is a scam. What's it? Logan Paul is a scammer. Um, he's a scammer. I don't know what the fuck else to say. He's a total scammer. That Pokemon card is supposed to be a Gem Mint 10 Illustrator card. The Illustrator cards were given to contest winners. There's only 10 of them in the world. And it was like if you designed a Pokemon card, that was cool, then you got this as like the prize. And it was only 10 of them. And
Right.
out of those 10, I think like I want to say like 3 of them were Gem Mint 10s. Okay.
Okay.
And a Gem Mint 10, oh my God, a Gem Mint 10 for a card. Let me got a card right here. Okay. Here, I got a magic card right here. All right. This
Mhm.
motherfucker. So when you're looking at a Gem Mint 10, it's got to be like perfectly fucking flat, which these days magic cards are rarely perfectly flat because they're made with dog shit materials. It's got to have like no fucking, like the edges have to be perfect, right? It can't have any
Mhm.
speckling. The center of the card has to be like perfectly centered, right? So the gap on the left and right got to be perfectly equal. It's got to be a perfectly centered thing. And they measure the
Okay.
shit, right? His card is not a Gem Mint 10. Somebody lied and said it's a 10. When you go in and you look right in the corner here, there's like
Uh-huh.
speckling. There's like damage to the fucking card right there. You can just look at it with your naked eye and see that it's not a Gem Mint 10. So he roped everybody in with this fucking card saying it's a Gem Mint 10 and it's not a Gem Mint 10. And on top of that, he started some bullshit company. I think it was called like Liquid Exchange,
Mhm.
where you could buy fractional ownership of things. Okay. So
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
he puts that fucking Gem Mint 10 up on the fractional ownership thing and sells like $5 million worth of partial ownership to it. Okay. And so those people were supposed to be, if he sells it for more money, they're supposed to make a profit, right? Well, what he did was he ended up buying the card back for $290,000 after they already collected about 5 mil. None of those people involved who put the money in for the fractional ownership, none of them got paid. They got scammed out of their money. All of them. Okay. And
Oh
then what does he
shit.
do? Yeah, then he goes and he takes that fucking Gem Mint Pokemon 10, which is like really probably an 8.5, and he gives it to this fucking auctioneer guy who then sells it for like 11 or 12 million dollars. And he pocketed all the money. And those people who bought the fractional ownership are fucking out of they're fucked. They just got no money. And the company went under. This is like how many companies has this guy started and then gone under with? A fucking ton. He's done this like 3 or 4 times. He did this with CryptoZoo when he sold everybody
Uh-huh.
these NFTs and then the fucking company went under and everyone lost their money. That fucking thing, like, he's just a piece of shit human being and he wears a little hat.
There's no doubt in my mind. Well, the Paul boys are scammers anyway. And our main topic is going to be a little refresher. Our main topic tonight, in case you didn't see it, it's going to be us talking about UFC, White House card, and also the most valuable promotions card. That it's got Ronda Rousey versus Gina Carano. So that's going to be our main topic at hand. Don't get overblown yet, Corey. Wait I seen you, boy. Yeah, your eyeballs started twinging. I mean, he started. I was like, "Uh oh, he about to go in on him." Hey, hold on to it though. Hold on to it a little bit. Uh, hey, has gas prices are they still at the same place they've been for the past few weeks? They kind of stabilized somewhat at three
Um,
dollars and
we're about $4 here. We're just under $4 here in Fort Collins.
okay.
Um, I did see $4. I saw 404 somewhere here in Fort Collins yesterday, but I think I just paid like 380 something
Okay.
for gas. I don't know what the premium is because I got to put premium in my bike, but premium my bike only holds like 4.5 gallons or something. Like I can fill my tank up even at $4 for like $20, and it lasts me like most of the month. So
Oh, got you. So it ain't too bad with
no,
what
for me
you've
it's
got
not
going on. Yeah.
right, but it is a little hairy. I mean, honestly, what I understand about how oil fits into the economy, these we're going to go way higher than $4. The idea that we're still at $4 to me is ridiculous. I figure we should be somewhere in the 5 to 6 range already. Um, you don't take out the world's largest oil field and not have a repercussion immediately. And not only did they just take out the world's largest oil field, the Israelis did because they're cunts. They're subhuman. Um, um, Now Iran is going to go after Saudi Aramco, which is the biggest oil company in the world, and they just hit some of their targets today. Oman has been impacted by 17% production. Saudi Arabia is down by 20%, I think. All of these countries are going to get hit, and so I don't see $7, $8 gas as being out of the question if what I think is happening is really happening.
So if it gets that high across the country, now I'm not talking about just California because they deal with that shit all the time. It's a full out economic collapse at that point in time.
I don't know,
If
but
got
see, here's the thing:
everything,
none of us know what that looks
everything,
like. No,
yeah,
none of
but
us know what that
everything
really looks
stops.
like.
Yeah, but I'm saying everything stops. Like it ceases to exist. Niggas ain't got $7 to $8 a gallon.
So
Not across the entire country.
the question is, what do the oil companies do in that case when they know the world shuts down when they don't have oil? What do they do? Do they get with the government and they keep prices low artificially and take the financial hit on the back end? I mean, does everyone start working for free at that level? I mean, they know that
Yeah,
the
because
spice must flow. The spice
yeah,
must
because
flow. So
spice must flow. Everybody stops making money. I mean, everybody. I don't give a fuck what. The only people who make money is food and rent. That's it. That's it. Every other industry kaput. Nigga, I can't get nothing else. $7 a gallon. But if you got most, so I say most people got anywhere between a 15 to 30 gallon tank. That's usually your range. Okay. $7 a gallon gonna hurt. You know what I'm saying? If you got a 30 gallon tank, not to mention diesel. Like we ain't even talked about diesel. Diesel's already over $5. here in North Carolina.
Yeah.
If diesel got to $9, $10, bro, I mean, you might as well. Those red buttons, y'all keep talking about weapons of mass destruction. You might as well go on and hit them. You might as well go on and hit them. Everybody hit the button collectively. Because, I mean, you're just trying to sink the ship. Damn, Bo, if you wanted to sink the ship, I mean, just let me know, man. Shit. I give you some ideas how to get this thing done. But damn, y'all out here bullshitting. See, but we doing too much bullshit. And the problem is that, like, there's almost no way to know what information is actually true because you don't have really that many people on the ground level in Iran. Like, there's only certain people that's let in, and so eh, eh, you ain't got a clue what the fuck's going on because it's not. This is not like a ground troop war as of
This is
right now,
so I've lived
or
through
conflict, whatever it is.
I remember the Gulf War in the early 90s and then the second Gulf War and then this. And we've always been subject to propaganda, but I've never seen the propaganda like it is today. When we went into Iraq, they didn't have a defense, period. We went in and we mopped the floor with them in a day. It was like over, right? And it was obvious that it was going to be over quick. And so when you look at what's going on today, they're like, oh, we went in and we blew up Iran and they don't have any leadership and we took out all the missiles and they got no nuclear and all that stuff. But motherfucker, you seen some of these videos of Tel Aviv? They are flattening fucking Israel. Israel is becoming a parking lot. It is fucking unbelievable. And it keeps coming. Like if I were to go on X right now, you'll see some post where Iran just launched another wave of missiles. They're like up to wave like 70 or something like that. They just keep coming. And so they're making us pay on purpose. And so the only chance we have for this thing to stop and not get out of control, which can't happen, and I'll tell you why, is that the Chinese and the Russians need to pull the Iranians back. But in order for that to happen, they need to be assured that there's not going to be any more strikes on their territory and this whole thing can end. But the Israelis are mentally fucking retarded. They don't give a fuck about anything except taking out. They're so narrow fucking focused that they have tunnel vision. And so they're going to keep doing what they're doing. And Iran is just going to keep fucking wiping them out. And so far from what is leaking through the grapevine, all these fucking videos of Netanyahu are AI. Have you seen these fucking videos where his fucking coat like pops out the bottom? And
Yeah, I haven't. I've seen it on my timeline, but I was like, I really don't want to listen to that nigga.
yeah, well, he's probably dead. All these videos are AI. They all have AI glitches in them. And so, according to the Iranians, they've taken out like everybody. Like the whole leadership of Israel is dead. And the guys running the show are like the fucking third and fourth level ranks. You know what I mean? Katz, the defense minister, he's the guy who I hear is running the show, which is very interesting because he ain't a fucking prime minister. He's not a politician. He's a defense minister. And so all he knows about is how to blow shit up. And so, but
Okay, so
he's
he's
next
doing
on
what
the
he does
list.
best.
Yeah, he's next on the
Pressing
list to
buttons.
go. So the
Okay.
Iranians, man, they're fucking just, it's existential for them. They can't risk cutting a deal and then having us go back in 6 months and bombing them again. But the oil infrastructure, man, it's definitely fucked. And I see how much higher prices ahead.
Mm. Well, maybe it'll wait till after I go on vacation. Yeah. I mean, wait the beginning of May. You know what I'm saying? I mean, don't get too rowdy too soon. I'd rather not be paying $6 a gallon. Well, I'm going to do that because that's gonna hurt. There's no doubt about that. Man, yeah, it can't get to that. Like it just can't. It's just already bad. Hell, interest rates on houses just went back up. It went back up to 6.86%. They went back up. The housing market's fucked. Niggas can't sell no house, man. Folks are just looking around like, man, don't you want to buy this? Well, what money, man? I mean, what money? I remember I driving by a place here in town. I would say it's a nicer neighborhood. Remember 2 years ago, Said houses starting in the 300s. Of course, that's thousands. Okay. And I hadn't really paid attention to the sign. They changed the sign. Houses are now starting in the 500,000s.
What?
I'm like, for who? Dude, they're building $1 million homes out here in Greenville, North Carolina. Like, there's a place you pass by. It's called the Farm. These houses are fucking like baller ass houses. You're like, dude, this shouldn't be here. I've seen a couple cars at some of these places. I'm like, who the fuck is buying this? Who got the cash? Just a select few people. So the economy is going to be stunted because people no longer have mobility. I was like, but oh no, my God, man. Maybe I should consult these companies. Now, look, I ain't gonna be able to do your X's and O's. Maybe I don't know the ins and outs of all this. But let me tell you something right now. What you want is volume. Volume will keep you open. All right. As opposed to trying to strain every dime out of the select few that can pay it. Get your volume up. When you get your volume up, you good. You know how you get your volume up? Bring your prices down some. I mean, that's it. It's that simple. Folks are like, "Oh, what are we gonna do in the housing market?" I'm like, "Nothing," because nobody wants to come off no money. Everybody believes that the house that they bought that was built in 1960 that they did no renovations to should now be worth $1.2 million. That's not $1.2 million house, man. It just ain't.
So my house that I bought in 2010, I bought my house at the peak of the bottom of the crash, and I bought a brand new house, new construction, brick construction, wasn't even wood, and I paid $135,000. It was worth every fucking penny of that. My mortgage was 800 a month. That same house is like 375 today.
Insane. And that's
Insane.
with no upgrades. Nothing
Right.
upgraded.
Yep.
You ain't did the roof. You ain't replaced the flooring, the carpet. You didn't spread your ass across the carpet. Maybe got you a little loving on it. Left some love juice on it. Got a dog in there. Dog's done wiped his ass everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Your damn your hood at your oven. That shit got that you got to scrape that off. You ain't scraped it in a few years. You know what I'm saying? Got rats dead in the back. You don't know nothing about. Yeah, that one. Oh yeah, it's worth double now. Like, is it? I mean, I don't know. I know what you're telling me, but the reason that it's going up in value doesn't have anything to actually do with you. They're not looking out for you. They're looking out for people who park their money in real estate. And the state is also looking out for their pocket to collect property tax. That gives them a reason to up your property tax. Oh, what do you know? Your house seemed to have went up $100,000 in the past 2 years. So you owe us X amount of more dollars for property tax. You'd be like, well, can you take it back? So I don't know that extra money. I mean, can you take it back? And Corey, the one thing that I always hear from people, what people say, and I don't care if you buy a house or not, that's your prerogative. If you got a family and kids, it makes sense. I get it. All right. But folk always talk to me about, oh, what's the equity in it? You can tap into the equity. Niggas act like equity is just money you get and you ain't got to pay it back. When folks talk to me about equity, they just act like, oh, yeah, they just give you the money and you ain't got to pay it back. They going to be looking their dust back, though. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers ain't just gonna give you some money and be like, "Have a good day." You know? No. You tap into that equity, they're gonna be like, "Okay, so here are the terms. Here's, the payment plan, payment structure. Gonna be at this percentage for this amount of years." You ain't tapped into shit. And a lot of people tap into their equity and end up fucking losing everything. I've seen a lot of business owners tap into their equity, put the money into their business goes under, they lose their house too. It's just like, damn. That's a double, triple whammy right there.
So financially, I don't see how it's worth it to buy a house at all. Like, unless you actually sitting on like a quarter mil cash, like the idea of
Uh-huh.
mortgaging something for 30 fucking years at 7% or whatever. Like So that percentage rate is what you gotta pay every year.
Yeah.
So if you got a 6.9 interest, you're paying 6.9% of the value of that home every fucking year.
Yes.
This is some Jew usury shit right there, man, I swear to God. These Hitler fucking threw these motherfuckers in prison for this shit.
They gotta get hey, look, punishment for not having the capital. That's what I see it as. It's punishment for not having the capital. You got to come to me, dog. You know what I'm saying? I know you ain't got the money just to go outright. Come on down. We can hook you right on up. Boy, they be sitting there ready. And you see, most of the people fall for the trap. They'll be like, oh, well, you've qualified for a $500,000 house. And I'm like, oh man, really? I'm like, no, don't do it. I mean, I know what you qualified for, but man, get you one that's 300, which still sounds crazy. Man, $300,000.
So
Like
even if I were
you hear that, you're like, what?
let's say I were to, like, buy a condo, because 'cause I'm not a house guy, I don't wanna mow a lawn or fix a fucking plumbing or none of that, so, I get a condo, and let's say I spent 150,000 on a condo. It'd be an average kinda condo, and my monthly payment would be, like, close to $2,000. Um, I can rent that exact same place for, like, 1,300. You know what I mean? Like, there's
Right.
no fucking way that, buying is any better of a value than renting, especially today. I've never really seen the only reason I bought my house when I did was because it would have been more expensive to rent, but that's not the case, and I don't think it'll ever be the case again, and I think the system was designed on
Mhm.
purpose to fuck us.
Oh yeah,
So,
yeah, because back years ago, you like renting versus buying was right there, almost neck and neck.
yeah.
So you were right there teetering on the edge where you'd be like, okay, I could go this way or I could go that way. And I always say it depends on your lifestyle. Like you and like me, I don't want to cut no grass. When some shit breaks at the house, nigga, come fix it. And I don't need to be there when you come fix it neither. All right. I just need to get back home and it's fixed. All right. My girlfriend needs the stove. All right. So when when you get back home, make sure the stove working. Okay. The stove working? She said, yeah. I said, good. All right. So it's shit like that. So that's the premise for me, okay? But like I said, for other people, if you got 3 or 4 kids, man, I get it, man. You probably need a yard and all this other shit. I mean, I get it. And you also need to be making about 3 to $400,000 a year if you got 3 to 4 kids, um, to sustain that. Shit, dude. I remember, hell, it was just 2 of us, and my dad worked 2 jobs forever. To make sure, and my mom was working. Ain't like my mom wasn't working. Now she wasn't making the most amount of money, but it actually worked out for her because she worked for the state as a cafeteria manager. So on the back end, she makes more money now. She makes 4 times more money now than what she made when she was actually working, which makes absolutely no sense at all. Like, period. Dude, like she would work a whole month and bring home $1,000. Like that was it. She was like the manager of the cafeteria at a school, like the manager.
And
So
she
it was
got a
just like,
pension.
yes, yep. So now it's like a crazy amount of money now that she's retired. So she's
So when I
retired and she works part time.
so when I was a cop, I had a pension system going on, and I left I left my first agency at about 7.5 years, and if I would have stayed till 10, I would have invested in their pension. But when I did the math, I wouldn't have been able to collect until I'm 53, which would have been an additional 3 years from now, and
Mhm.
at the time, if I'd have stayed till 10 years, my fucking payout every month was only a partial pension, it would have been maybe $1,000. So then I was like, is it worth it for me to stick around another 3 years for this pension that ain't gonna be worth dog shit when by the time I'm able to collect it? Because and it wasn't at all. So I was like, "Fuck this, I'm out." And I just cashed out everything. But,
Oh, okay.
some of my so the way the pensions work when you work for a city or something is like, usually your last 3 years are averaged, and then it's based off of that number. and then you get a
Mhm.
percentage based on how many years you did. Um, so it might eventually catch up, but it doesn't seem like even with a pension system today that people retire and they still got to go get a job because that pension ain't covering everything. You know, especially if you get the
Oh,
medical.
no.
If you decide to keep the medical, you're there goes half your pension right there. Literally half your pension gone if you take the medical.
Right, 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 so that's I mean, that's oh, well, there ain't the only place now that you get any benefits after you retire is just from the if you work for the government, that's it. It's like, that's it. No other place gives a fuck. I'm just it just doesn't happen. This ain't the fucking 1950s, 60s, and 70s
It ain't because
and
that's
80s.
not feasible. The idea of a fixed benefit
Yeah.
pension is just ridiculous. I mean, this. I remember like when I was still at my first agency, one of the last guys from the old there was an old pension system where they got paid like a whole lot more, and then they changed it. And this one guy, he was a sergeant. He was the last person to get the old package. And when he ended up putting in his last 3 years. That was what it was for the old people. All your overtime and stuff counted, but when they changed it, none of the overtime counted. It was just your base pay. So that motherfucker
Hmm.
for like 3 years put in like $100,000 a year in overtime. He ended up walking with a pension that was close to $200,000 a year, and he was only like
Okay.
55 years old. He was only like 55 at the time. So he'll be able to milk $200,000 a year, $1 million every 5 years from the city for doing nothing, which is way more than he made when he was a cop.
Wow.
Yeah. Yep. So it's just not the idea of that kind of fixed benefit pension isn't fucking sustainable at any level, at any level. So all the
Yeah.
motherfuckers from the old days lucked out.
Did, man. Like I said, when you were born matters. That's just all there is to it. And if you were a boomer, you cashed out, and you've cashed us out as well. All right, it's just all there is to it. They cashed out and they cashed our asses out with it. I mean, that's just all there is to it. They fucked us. That's just it. Like there ain't nothing else to say about it. They got all their pensions, they got all their retirement, and they sent all the jobs overseas. And they bought their houses when they were $35,000, and now they're worth millions of dollars. They can go sell their house for a fucking $1,000,000 and go sit somewhere else. Just think in California, some shit like that.
So here's an interesting one. My cousin worked for Publix. You know the grocery store. Do you got
Grocery
Publix up
store.
where
Yep.
you're at?
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
so
Mhm.
I love Publix. The Publix chicken tender sub is the best thing ever. And so Publix, he got a job at Publix when he was like 15, and he literally put in like 35 fucking years at Publix. And that
Okay.
motherfucker, he's only like 5 years older than me, so he's only like 55. He'd been retired for at least 5 years. He's got I don't even know how much stock, but he gets dividends on his stock every 3 months, and it's way more than enough for him to live on. And that's not even him cashing out the stock to sell. And he did this just by working at motherfucking Publix. How crazy is that shit?
That's what I'm saying. You can't do shit like that no more. Nigga, you go work at Publix right now, they're going you need to go work somewhere else afterwards. I mean, it's all there is to it. Like, all right, I'm done with Publix. I'm going to the other spot. It's like, oh, okay. I mean, we'll catch you. I mean, that's just all there is to it. Nigga, they ain't giving you no stock options and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? They saying, "Oh yeah, hang around." And the thing is, like, people in management roles now, you'd have turnover, okay, once people aged out. Well, people are aging out, but the problem is they ain't leaving. They're aging out, but not leaving. So you don't have that rollover in your management positions where you used to. It's like, oh, okay, I put my time in. Now I can step aside and somebody else can do this. And I can get paid on the back. No, because they've taken away that pay on the back end because of the sustainability issue. But what that has caused is that now you don't have a rollover, so the younger generation is not able to get up to the level that the older generation was able to, because the older generation is still alive and won't die. No offense to the older generation. Okay. But niggas live a long time now. I know what folks are like. Life is so short. Okay, 80 years later. I mean, you've seen a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, you 50 years, but you've seen a lot of shit. You've seen a
but everything
lot of shit, dude.
so you got a solid gig. I do this like for a fucking
Right.
living, and I write my books and shit, and it's barely a living at all. I fucking worry, like, what would I have to what could I possibly do if I fucking couldn't do this anymore? If something happened and the bottom fell out or
Mhm.
something, Chris gets killed in the car accident, whatever the fuck, right? If the whole thing fucking something happens, I don't know what the fuck I could do besides go sit in a room and trim weed all day here in Colorado. I mean, that's it. I got nothing else. And that's if anyone will ever hire me because you do a Google search on me and you can see with some of the shit that I said. And who the fuck knows if I could ever get a job again?
Well, you're a quick learner, right? I feel like you would be a
I'm
quick
too
learner.
old. I am, but I'm too old to learn anything new.
Oh, okay, I got you, I got you. You see, I always prided myself on being a quick learner. I never really I can't say that I knew anything, but when you put a task in front of me and say, "Hey, you need to understand this quickly," I could get the gist of it,
Right.
and then I could take off from there. So that's what I kinda pride because I mean, I'm in the automotive industry, but I don't work on cars at all. 0, none. I ain't getting under it, I ain't changing no oil, you know what I'm saying? I ain't putting a wiper blade on, do not care. But I can listen to people, I can understand it, and then I can talk to people as if I go right out there and I work on them. They'll be like, "Oh, well, did you come from the back?" I said, "No, I ain't never worked on a car." They're like, "Oh, man, how you know all this?" I said, "But you just listen, man. Go out there and get some of the knowledge from the technicians." When I'm
Yeah,
sitting there and they telling me stuff, I mean,
why don't your business
uh,
have a podcast, man? You could probably get some new customers if you guys did your own automotive podcast.
I've seen some people do their automotive podcast.
There's a
I've
motherfucker
seen
I
some
watch on
people do
YouTube
that.
who got a car lot and he just does videos about how bad the car industry is. And I watch him all the time. And if I lived, he's up by you in North Carolina. If I lived up there, I go buy a car from this guy because he's cool and he does videos. I mean, shit. I think YouTube is a great thing and podcasting is a great thing for businesses in general to promote themselves.
Well,
You know,
a lot of people's went on that's done the TikTok deal, um, with their car lot. But what they've done is that they got some good looking women that they put up there and doing a TikTok deal.
bro,
Was
you
it
could be selling,
Camino Real Chevrolet? Them Latinas they got. Boy, they
bro,
on
you could be
fire now.
selling widgets. It don't matter. You could be selling widgets or fucking whoopee cushions, and you have some chick with big tits
Mhm.
selling it, and you're gonna sell a lot of them.
Yeah, there ain't no doubt about that. There ain't no doubt about that at all. Before we get into the main topic, Corey, I know you seen that Zuckerberg shut down the metaverse. $80 billion gone.
So when I hear shit like that, to me, that just sounds like it was some sort of money laundering. No one pulls the plug on 80 billion. That means that money went elsewhere. That money
Yeah,
was funneled
That's
elsewhere.
funny business right there. That's funny business. I was like, 80 billion gone?
So here's the deal: virtual reality will never be what they say it's going to be. It is never going to be a metaverse. It's nice every once in a while to play with, and that's about it. VR porn is fucking primo. Those titties are right in your face. It's killer. Other than that, like I don't really see much need or desire. I don't want to play games in VR. I have no. I honestly like. I really want to get a VR headset so I can do the stuff
Mhm.
from time to time, but it's not the kind of thing that would ever replace anything. And
Oh,
like
yeah.
augmented reality glasses, no, never going to replace anything. I don't want to walk down the street and have it tell me, I can go buy a Pepsi inside this building, right? I don't need it to sell me shit as I'm walking down the street. So,
It give you
and I think,
commercials when you walking down the street. That's what it'll do, Corey.
yeah. So it's not, and you got to think VR. I had a VR headset 10 years ago. I had the first Oculus, and it was 10 years ago. You think if it was going to pick up, it would have picked up by now, but it ain't gonna because nobody really gives a fuck. And it's not even about price. I don't even think it's about price because you can get a good VR. You can get the Quest 3 for like $300, which is good. So I don't really even see what the fuck. Nobody wants the shit, honestly.
Yeah, it's kinda just a place where weirdos go to hang out. I mean, I know that sounded bad, but it's the truth, okay? It's where a bunch of weirdos go to hang out and fucking harass people. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's just it. That's all you're gonna get on that, okay? That's just all there is to it. So we're gonna jump into the main topic, Corey. We've got the UFC. They're holding their Freedom card on June the 14th, if I believe. This is Sunday. The
When's the
White
next
House card.
UFC? When's the next UFC that we do? It ain't this week, is it?
That's a great question. Let's see right here. I don't think no, it's a fight night this week. Next UFC is not until April 11th.
Huh.
That's the next. They're not pay per view anymore because they're all on Paramount. So that's just the next numbered event. So you got 3 more fight nights before that happens. And who's this? So this weekend's the early one. Oh, they're in London. Oh, they out there with your boys, with the Bravs out there. They're in London this week. Oh yeah, that's Corey's favorite place right there. Great
Fucking eye
Britain.
poke boy ain't gonna be there.
Boy. Is that what we call them now? Eye poke boy.
Motherfucker. Like, I can't believe that shit. He gets poked in the eye and he's done. And it's like, fuck right off.
Aspinall.
The Great White Hope.
That nigga, he said, man, I can't see anymore. All right. He's just done forever. I'm like, my God, man, it's just some shit like that, but it's ridiculous. But they got some pretty good people on this next card. Actually, the main event is in featherweight, where you got 2 undefeated fighters going against each other, Lerone Murphy and Mazvar Evolov. So, but yeah, 2 undefeateds right there. They got Michael Venom Page is going to be on this one. Double D's, he's good. Actually, Kristen Leroy Duncan is a good fighter as well. So, and actually, last week's card was better than last week's fight night card was better than the one we did the previous week, which was the numbered event. Last week's card was a banger. Even though the names weren't that big, the boys came out there to swing. There ain't no doubt about that. So I did enjoy that. But let's talk about the UFC Freedom 250. And we're making some comparisons right now because we got the most valuable promotions. That's Jake Paul's uh, spoof deal that somehow he suckered people into giving him millions of dollars to do. I don't know how the fuck he did that. That's all I'm trying. I mean, don't get how some of these people just get people to throw cash at them. But some people have been talking bad about the particular card. That's the UFC Freedom 250. Okay, and here's what we got. There's no preliminary fights. This is just going to be all the main card. So we've got Diego Lopez versus Steve Garcia. Got Bo Nickel versus Kyle Dukakis. Uh, Marcio Rufi versus Michael Chandler. Sean O'Malley versus Ayamin Zahibi. Alex Pereira versus Cyril Gahn. And Ilya Tapor versus Justin Gaethje. I think the card's pretty good.
It's not bad. Yeah.
I think it's a good card, folks. And folks were putting out there, they were like, well, this would have been the perfect time to bring out Conor McGregor. I'm like,
He done.
Conor McGregor's not a fighter, man. He's not a fighter anymore. Why can't some people let that go? Like, people keep talking about Conor McGregor. I'm like, dude, the man don't fight no more.
Who's the
And Michael
heavyweight champ
Chandler
now?
should be nobody. Well, it technically is Aspinall, but they're doing this Alex Pereira versus Cyril Gahn as the interim or interim heavyweight championship because Alex Pereira he vacated his light heavyweight belt, so he gave it up.
Huh.
Yep. So he moved up to heavyweight. He said, I'm done with the light heavyweight," which is pretty much whooped everybody's ass in the light heavyweight. He pretty much knocked all of them out, so he's like, let me move on. But I think I think it's a great card. But some people were like, "Oh, the UFC can't put on fights anymore. They don't put on the fights the fans want to see." I was just like, because folks always like, because we want to see Taporia versus Islam Makhachev. I'm like, what? Man, they're in different weight classes, though. I mean, so what do you want somebody to do? Like, people are just interested in seeing this person fight that person, but if it's not the same weight class, then, like, it doesn't make sense, like, at all.
Yeah.
So you want Ilya Tapor because Taporia was, originally, if I'm correct, originally featherweight, and then he moved up to lightweight. I think that's the way that goes. So that's 10-pound difference. But when you move up to welterweight, that's a 15-pound difference. So, I mean, like that matters. So that means the boys you with a 15-pound difference, that means the boys walking in there, some of them boys are walking in there 195, 200 pounds when you go to fight them, when you're fighting at 170. Like, those are big boys. Like,
Yeah.
so, like, that weight difference matters, man. So, like, when they keep talking about UFC hadn't been able to make super fights and all this, or they don't make super fights, they never made super fights. Like, because what people would suggest to them is not feasible. And or they will wait till folks got too old. Because, back in the day, you had Pride, and then you have UFC, and then Pride shut down, and all the people from Pride came over to UFC. Well, the people from Pride didn't have a whole lot of years left. They've been fighting in Pride for damn near, 10 years. So didn't you like your Rampage Jackson, your Vanderlei Silver, your Vitor Belforts, like all those guys? The only one that really jumped over and still had a lot of juice left was Anderson Silva. That's because he got in it late over there. So so people are hating on this card, but I think the card is one of the better cards over the past. Now it's yet to be seen on how they actually produce out there, but I think it's one of the better cards. Now they're comparing this card to the most valuable promotions card, and Ronda Rousey came out and said that the UFC's cheap, and I talked to the UFC about bringing me back for the White House card and making this super fight with Gina Carano. I said, man, first of all, a fight between you and Gina Carano is not a super fight.
Well, they've been out for years. I mean, it's been years at this point.
Ronda Rousey's been retired since 2016. That's when Amanda Nunes sent her ass into the damn into
Damn, it
retirement.
was that long ago? Fuck. Well, she just debuted at AEW Wrestling.
Yeah, yeah, and, and that's weird too because she was talking shit about wrestling. The
Well,
fans ain't shit. Wrestling ain't shit.
well, she must be broke, which is, I can't believe they bring her back because here's the deal. When she was at WWE, like everyone hated working with her. No one wanted to work with her. She just didn't flow with the
She's bitter,
program.
dude. She's bitter, man. Like when she was doing the most valuable promotions, like Gina Carano was all loving but she's lost weight too because Gina Carano got fat. I mean, I'm just gonna be straight up honest. She gotten fat, and then I seen her again. She looked like she lost weight and had facial surgery or some shit because she looked a little different. But she was kind of joyous. And you look over there at Ronda Rousey, she's just like it's like she damn eating a sour skittle all the time. I said, damn man, why are you so damn bitter? You know what I'm saying? And so, but Gina Carano, you know when the last time she fought professionally? 2009.
No way.
That's when Cyborg sent her at. She tasted power one time, and that was from Chris Cyborg. And she said, nope. Oh, no, there's women out there that can hit like a man. Nope. I'm good. Now, Cyborg was juicing at that moment, and there's toss up in the air on, if she's a female. I mean, I believe she is. She's got she's overly muscular, but I mean that's neither here nor there. But 17 years ain't fought, Corey. And Rousey's like, this is the fight that people want to see right now. I'm like, what people are those? I mean, somebody may want to see this fight like back in 2010. I mean, but it's 2026. Y'all long in the tooth, okay? And both of y'all, I guess you went out on your shield. I guess that's what you could say. I mean, at the end of like, so I think that was Gina's only loss because once Chris Cyborg knocked her out, she was like, and Gina was kind of holding her on a little bit. She had some moments in the fight, but once she got beat by Cyborg, she's like, yeah, I'm good. I'm just gonna go be in eye candy because that's a whole lot more profitable. And just to be honest, like both of the women, they you're not famous because of your fighting. You're famous because you're eye candy. All right. Gina more so than Ronda, but they still put Ronda on the page of ESPN, about butt booty naked. She had her butt cheeks out. All right. So eye candy still. That's why you're famous. Ain't got to do with your fight prowess, okay? Because there's other women who can fight way better than you and don't nobody give a fuck. Because they ugly. I mean, it just is what it is, okay? When it comes and this sounds terrible. When it comes down to women, you either look good or you don't. That's just all there is to it, man. How talented you are, don't nobody give a damn. All right? Nobody cares. That's why the WNBA can't get no traction. Because they just ain't got a bunch of women that look good.
They could have that fucking, hot chicks in like Victoria's Secret thongs and shit playing
Uh-huh.
basketball. And on night one, it will do better than fucking any night ever in the women's NBA.
You're probably right. You probably hey, Shaq suggested that to Angel Reese. He's like he's like, "Well, y'all can't dunk and you're not that fast, so maybe you ought to think about." He's like, "Oh, you remember them shorts that you wore to that rap concert? Them booty shorts you wore? Yeah, if y'all put those on and went out there on the court, you might get some eyeballs." And folks was like, "Shaq's a pervert. He just giving them the real." He said, "Man, I'm just telling you, man. What your sport is missing is the male gaze. Okay, the
It's
male
like
gaze pays well.
it's like Revenge of the Nerds, man. When they had the pie contest and they had to sell all the
Uh huh.
pies, what'd they do? They put a picture of the fucking cheerleader chick on the bottom of their pie and they sold all the pies.
There it is. That's it, bud. The male gaze pays well. All right. Just see all these chicks cashing in. Okay, that's just all there is to it. And look, man, folks will be like, "Oh, well, that ain't right. That ain't the way things should be." Well, I ain't interested in talking about the way things should be. I'm interested in talking about the way things are. Okay, and the way things are is that men like to look at ass and titties. All right, and yes, that goes for your Christian man who goes to church on Sundays and shit like that. Okay, man likes to look at booty. Okay, I mean, miss me with the nonsense. Folks want to hit me with some holier than thou. Oh, no, it's not like that. It's like, okay, all right. So your wife currently, okay. Now you want to do things by the book. Maybe you didn't have sex before marriage, but when you got married, you were looking to have that sex, right? If I told you that you love that woman so much, let's say I told you today, you can marry her, but y'all won't have any sex. Would you go through with it?
No, nobody would.
And you said, fuck no. You know what I'm saying? That shit be stupid. It's like, come on now. So I mean, it's just like women out there. Men are trying to hit. It's what we're trying to do. Okay? Just get over it. It's just the there is to it. Okay. The guy over there helping you bagging your groceries. He wants to hit. Okay. The guy sitting in pew 4 at the church putting his $20 in the plate on Sunday. He looking to hit. All right. The Catholic priest, you know what he looking to do? Hit. Everybody looking to hit. All right. And it's just ingrained this, okay? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Oh, somebody asked me what happened with the Rumble stream. I don't know what's going on with Rumble, okay? Rumble's ever since they said that, oh yeah, you can make you some money now and get your crypto wallet and all this other shit. Them niggas ain't been letting me stream to them, period. They just been kicking my shit. So I have to post it afterwards. All right. So
The whole
YouTube's being
fucking
lenient.
crypto
So
wallet thing on Rumble, I hate to say it, is stupid. I mean, it's nice that they're doing that, but it's retarded. I mean, if people are into Bitcoin, they're going to have their own wallets anyway, and you can just link that. Like the whole idea of an embedded fucking Bitcoin wallet is sounds good on the surface, but it has no real teeth.
Yeah, so I mean, so ever since they went through that thing, and I think they may be paying me 2 cent per video, whatever they're doing now. But but you know, I
Chris
can't
gets
cash out till you
thousands
get
of
to ten
views.
dollars.
Chris gets thousands and thousands of views on fucking Rumble, and he makes
Mhm.
like $50.
Yeah, the shit's stupid. I don't even know what like. I'm like, damn, bro. I mean, you have to you have to have so much volume to make any type of money. But it just is what it is on that. I mean, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? I know for y'all, this is your livelihood. I'm doing this, because I enjoy doing it. So it's a little bit different for y'all, but you know, I don't get overly worked up about it. Um, but yeah, I don't know. Rumble's been weird, and like I put the credentials in right before the stream starts, put it up there, hit play. No, it's just Rumble just won't take it. I don't know. Some days it'll take it, and some days it won't. I don't know. It's a fucking crapshoot. So come to YouTube, X, and Twitch. Twitch is still an option, and I don't know how Twitch hadn't kicked us off. Because damn it, Twitch kicks everybody off. All right, so, I mean, just I'm trying to figure out why Twitch hadn't kicked us off yet. That's all I'm trying to figure out. But finish up that card. They got Ngannou versus Lens. Now you know Francis Ngannou.
Mhm.
Um, Now this Lens guy, he was in the UFC, but he fought at light heavyweight. He didn't fight at heavyweight. The problem is when I looked at his history, uh, over the past 4 years, he hadn't really fought. Like he's had to bow out of like 5 fights. I'm like, okay, so that's nothing. And then they got the last person, people they added was Nate Diaz versus Mike Perry. And they're like, oh, yeah, that's a great fight. I'm like, Nate Diaz is overrated.
But he'll get paid, and that's why he's doing it.
Yeah, but I'm not interested in watching this old fogey fight, man, because the only reason why he was interesting initially in the UFC is because he would go out there and he would take an ass whooping and keep fighting. But he was getting his ass whooped. He was 22 and 13. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I mean, yes, you had a winning record, but man, in the fight game, you getting beat 13 times. Your career won't it won't that prestigious, okay? That's
Mhm.
just all there is to it. I'm sorry. You got double digit losses on your career. Your career won't that prestigious. That's just it. Your Hall of Famers, they ain't toting around damn 13, 14, 15 losses. I mean, that's just it. That's why it's better to bow out early than to hang around and just keep getting your ass whooped. Like Tony Ferguson. Like Tony Ferguson went on a crazy streak where he was killing people, and then now he's just getting killed. I'm like, dude, like you're ruining your whole legacy. But I guess he needs money, so I guess he needs money. And that's one of the things people were complaining about. They were complaining about the money. They were like, "Oh, the UFC don't pay what they supposed to." I'm like, "Well, you signed the contract. I guess you ain't got to fight. You could always do something else. What else you got lined up?" UFC is the only place, man. And what people don't realize is that name recognition, name you being connected to the UFC is worth its weight in gold for the simple fact when you leave, folks know who you are and you can instantaneously jump into something else.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing. And that's where I think the podcast game has kind of gotten fucked up because now all the rich and famous motherfuckers are making podcasts. And so it's knocking out anybody else who wants to try to, make any type of come up because people are going to automatically go to them because they got name recognition. Oh yeah, I know him. Yeah, they played in the NBA. Oh, I know him. He fought in the UFC. It's like,
True, but I got to say that podcasting is one of the few areas where you could be a nobody and you can start something that takes off. I mean,
oh, that's true.
it does happen. I mean, so I launched Chris's podcast. Well, Chris Matthew from Forbidden Knowledge News. I launched his show in it had to have been 2018 or 2019. And
Mhm.
here we are, like 7 years later. God, has it been that long? And
Yeah, that'd be right.
it pays the bills. You know what I mean? So you can be a nobody and have something work, which is good. Um, so it's one of
Yeah,
the
but
few
I
places that people can still do that.
right, right, and of course y'all put many, 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 many man hours into it. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
God, yes.
Like it
We're
would.
putting in like 80 hours a week between the two of us. We're putting
That's
in
what I'm saying.
a full run.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it ain't something that you just gonna do sparingly. But these guys that got name recognition, they can almost make a damn a channel today, and it'll have fucking 30,000 subscribers in a week
Yeah.
because people know their name. Like, and so that's just where it's kind of like a cheat code. And of course this popped off in 2020 when everybody was locked down, and they gave everybody opportunity. Yeah, and because like famous people weren't doing podcasts really before. That's not. I mean, a few of them kind of dabbled in it, but once 2020 hit, all of them they're like, "Oh shit, I can make money doing this," and so all of them kind of jumped on board with that. And so like your YouTubes and stuff, they're gonna push them more to the forefront. They're more likely to be in your algorithm. Not saying you can't find other creators as well, but they're more likely to be in your algorithm. So yeah, so Nate Diaz, Mike Perry, like not interested. Now people were Rousey was trying to say that this card was better than the White House card. I'm like, you got five washed up people in Francis Ngannou. He's not washed up, but I'm like, the minute I seen Jake Paul standing on the stage, I'm like, spoof fight. Like when I see Jake Paul, I just think like scam fight.
Yeah.
That's all I think. It's the same way when I see Floyd Mayweather. I'm just like scam fight. Like I'm just like I automatically become uninterested in whatever's going on. But obviously it draws interest. Now what helps them is that this is on Netflix. Okay. So I mean, people got Netflix already, so they're likely to tune in. People start talking about the numbers it's gonna draw and stuff like that. I was like, well, people already have Netflix and you don't have to pay anything extra to view it. So are people likely to turn it on because they don't have anything else they're gonna watch that particular day on May 16th? Yes. Will I be one of them to tune in? No. Okay. I mean, I'm gonna see what happens. Somebody will post something on X. I'll scroll by. And I'll see. I'll see whatever happens there. But yeah, folks hating on the White House card. I think the White House card is a fabulous card. Uh, I mean, you've got some of the best fighters in the UFC fighting on that particular card. So, I mean, I don't know what he has to have other fights take place. So, I mean, like you couldn't put every single good fighter on that card, because then you wouldn't have anything for the rest of your cards. They put on like 41 events a year. So, what? How many weeks we got? 52 weeks in the 52 weeks in a year.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, so I need something for the rest of the cards. So, so yeah. So, do you tend to agree with that, Corey?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I don't personally. I don't really like the idea of them doing this shit at the White House. It's just more. It's just pomp and circumstance for no reason, if you ask me.
Yeah, I
And now that
don't.
Trump's a total dick, like fuck him.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure about that either. But they are doing it, okay? And there ain't much I can do about that. Uh guys, make sure y'all are oh, you got something, Corey?
Nope.
Okay. Okay. Guys, make sure that you are getting Corey's books, okay? A Warner from History. Uh Volume 1 and Volume 2 will be out shortly. Corey, give us a
April 6th.
timeline on when that's gonna be out. April 6th. Now, is this gonna be able are you gonna be able to get the soft covers on that day, or is just gonna be digital copies only?
Nope. Soft covers. The hard covers are going to
Okay.
be a little longer because I'm getting them. I'm not doing their Amazon because they look like dog shit. Um, so I'm going to probably do them. There's only two other options: Barnes and Noble and Ingram Spark are the only other options I have. So it's going to go through one of them. If I tried to look and see if I could do like a super deluxe full color version through Barnes and Noble, and I can, but the fucking printing price alone is $40 per book, which means that to sell at retail, yeah, it'd be a $60 to $70 book just to make $10 on it. So, but it would be like the full color deluxe, fucking full color glossy pages, the whole 9 yards.
Mhm.
I'm gonna have to find something in the middle, but um, yeah, it'll be out April 6th.
Okay, April 6th, and then they'll be able to collect both volumes that day, correct?
Yep. Unless I'm really stupid and lazy and don't get it done, the second one done in time. The second one I still is in the works, so I still have to get that finished. But it should only take me 2 days a chapter, so I haven't even started. I've been lazy.
Oh, okay, so we're
But
still
April
on
6th is
schedule,
the day.
April 6th. Okay, yeah, and that is closely approaching, okay? Easter, is that Easter weekend? Man is
Oh,
celebrating the resurrection that weekend. I believe that's what it is. When's Easter? Okay. Let me see when Easter is. Let's see. When is Easter? Oh, Easter is April 5th, so the day after Easter. All right. So man's celebrating the resurrection with a warning from history. This would be the second resurrection, okay? Volumes 1 and 2. Make sure you collect that. Lee Harvey Oswald in black and white. We should be getting another Lee Harvey Oswald book later this year,
October.
October. Be on the lookout for that, okay? Are we gonna have any audiobooks of these? Are we gonna be working with any audiobooks?
I can't talk about that because I'm not sure. I got some ideas that I'm not sure yet.
Okay, uncertainty. Okay, so uncertainty on audiobooks for us that's illiterate, which there's plenty of us out here. Hey, no offense to nobody listening, but hey, I mean, I like to listen. I mean, that's what I like to do. So, yeah, make sure you do that. Bloodyhistory.substack.com. Make sure you're subscribed to that. Corey brings your World War II history to life. All right. Daily content with that. So make sure you're bloodyhistory.substack.com, coreyhughes.org, me, xcube420.com. Of course, we do day zero every Sunday, 5 p.m. Eastern. So make sure you don't miss that. We appreciate everybody for being with us, and we'll catch y'all next week on Beyond the Cube. Peace out.